Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the TV shows that unsuccessfully tried to throw everything at the wall to stay on the air. For this list, we'll be spoiling some major plot developments, so here's a spoiler alert.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. No. That could lead to a string of cataclysmic events.
That is what we're facing back in Riverdale.
Number 10, Back to School Scrubs. The 9th and final season of Scrubs saw a complete change of pace and setting. Only a couple of its regular cast members returned, and they're joined by some newcomers.
Oh, hey, Perry. I'm really looking forward to teaching with you. Onward!
Oh, good God.
JD Turk and Dr. Cox are now teachers, mentoring a fresh cast of potential interns. This twist on the formula was as much of a shock to its cast and crew as it was to audiences.
It's just that you kept yelling, and you had that vein thing popping out the side of your head. There it is. And sometimes I get nervous under pressure, and I forget basic,
After the season 8 finale had done a pretty good job of wrapping everything up, a 9th season was ordered anyway. It wasn't a disaster of a season, but it was clear Scrubs had run its course. This fresh twist didn't win back many viewers, and the show was finally cancelled.
Yeah, I gotta go too. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about the giant hole in my wall. Sadly, that's not a metaphor.
Stop! You guys, we've only been here one semester, and we're already becoming jaded.
Number 9, Claire Takes Over House of Cards. This Netflix original lost a lot of steam once its lead finally assumed the presidency at the end of season 2. But it took 3 seasons for Claire Underwood to prove as ruthless as her cold-blooded husband.
An opportunity has presented itself.
And I'm trying to take advantage of it. Is everyone in the Situation Room?
As of 20 minutes ago.
The penultimate season ends with Claire becoming president and refusing to pardon Frank Underwood for his crimes. She even steals his shtick of addressing the audience directly.
Just to be clear, it's not that I haven't always known you were there. It's that I have mixed feelings about you. I question your intentions.
These moments announced a shift away from Frank Underwood's evil machinations, placing the story in her hands. But this perspective-shifting twist couldn't save House of Cards from its behind-the-scenes scandals. Misconduct allegations against star Kevin Spacey cast a shadow over the whole series, leading to his firing. But by then, the novelty of Netflix's first legitimate hit had worn off.
We're the same now, you and I.
How so?
You know how. It's been a long time since I surprised myself.
Number 8, Eric and Kelso Move Away, That 70s Show. After 7 seasons as series regulars, Topher Grace and Ashton Kutcher found bigger and better roles that required them to leave the show. Both were written out at the end of season 7.
Who am I kidding? I wanted this.
Eric Foreman's announcement that he is going to Africa puts a tremendous strain on his relationship with Donna. Meanwhile, Kelso's decision to move to Chicago is dragged into the final season, fueling the love triangle between him, Jackie, and Hyde.
Oh, man, I was really in love with her. And then I blew it. And then she blew it. And then I blew it again. I don't know who blew it last, but I'm definitely winning.
Even before Grace and Kutcher left, the show had slipped in the ratings. Not even a few new characters and the ringing in of the 1980s could bring viewers back to finish out the journey.
That's a bummer, because I gotta say, if this is your idea of a staff meeting, I'd work my butt off.
Number 7, Buffys Resurrection, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy. No. Donnie, I have to. No!
Fans were left in complete shock and disbelief when Buffy Summers threw herself into a portal to save her sister Dawn. Given that writer and creator Joss Whedon initially thought up the season 5 finale to serve as the very last episode of the show, there was a lot to explain once Buffy returned the next year.
What's wrong with her? Nothing. She's in shock.
her resurrection got a mixed response from fans. On one hand, it was great to see Buffy and the Scooby Gang back in action. On the other hand, the show's tone and direction shifted to something even darker once Buffy was brought back to life, which proved somewhat divisive.
Everything here is hard and bright and violent.
Number 6, Deb finds out Dexter is a serial killer. Dexter.
None of us want to be fully revealed. All our faults and weaknesses laid bare for the world to see.
Audiences were shocked enough when Deborah Morgan's psychiatrist pointed out that she may be in love with her adoptive brother Dexter. But that pales in comparison to when, a few episodes later, the homicide detective also discovers Dexter's dark side.
Are you a serial killer?
Yes.
The whole premise of the show is upended with this revelation. It's Dexter's double life that fuels so much of the show's drama, and the overall suspense is severely impacted by the twist. Dedicated fans stayed with the Showtime drama for its 2 final seasons, and those same fans and other viewers who stuck around to see how it all unfolded know that the show ran out of steam, limping to a widely hated series finale.
We've surveyed the wreckage. There doesn't appear to be any survivors. We're heading back.
Number 5, Riverdale.
And though it might seem familiar to you, like a town you visited before, I can assure you it is not that same town. Don't worry, I'll show you around.
Yes, the CW's Archie comics adaptation took its fair share of big swings, but by season 6, viewership was down and the wheels had finally come off. The 6th season adds witchcraft, superpowers, and time travel into the mix, seeing the characters conquering time loops and parallel universes.
The universes were unstable, and then they split. Riverdale was saved, but I had to stay down here and keep writing in order to keep Riverdale going.
After a bomb planted by Hiram Lodge goes off in Archie Andrews' bedroom, the entire town is thrown into a parallel version of Riverdale called Rivervale. Anyone with even a little awareness of Riverdale probably wouldn't find it hard to believe that it went off the rails. They might be surprised just how long it actually took, though.
Well, not that I know of. But it's possible. I don't leave the bunker much, like ever, actually.
Number 4, Luke's secret daughter, Gilmore Girls.
So, who do you belong to, Caesar?
Who?
You're not Caesar's?
Not according to the lab results.
It isn't just Lorelai Gilmore's caffeine habit that keeps her coming back to the diner owned by surly Luke Danes. To everyone's relief, they finally get together halfway through the series run. Unfortunately, it all falls apart, and it's all April Nadini's fault.
Oh boy, I think I have to sit down.
You want my stool?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, I'm just a little overwhelmed here.
When the brainy April walks into the diner and tells Luke he's her father, you can hear millions of fans groan. Many even blame April for killing the show, but she was just a misguided solution to the show's problems. The show's central mother-daughter relationship was on the rocks by then, and this extra complication made it seem as if the writers had completely run out of ideas.
I've been waiting for a long time and I don't want to wait anymore.
I have to think this through.
No!
I have April.
You're gonna have to figure out how April fits into our lives, not the other way around.
Number 3, Season 9 was a dream. Dallas. Killing off a major character is a big deal, but that shock is made worse when a show pulls a lol just kidding after they do it.
Honey, what's the matter? You look like you just saw a ghost.
For a minute, I thought I did.
Dallas shocked everyone by writing off Bobby Ewing in a car accident at the end of season 8. The next season shows the wealthy Ewing family having to move on without him. However, this is then followed by another twist at the end of the 9th season.
Morning.
Bobby is revealed to be alive, and all the storylines we've been following the whole year are revealed to be a dream. The show would continue for a few more seasons, but the season-ending twist paled in comparison to the famous Who Shot JR cliffhanger that captivated the world years before.
Let's back it up. When you were at home, you said, I must have shot him. Are you changing your story now?
I don't know. The whole thing is a total blank.
Number 2, winning the lottery, Rosanne. For most of its run, this working-class sitcom sat comfortably at the top of the ratings. But in its 9th and initially final season, Rosanne tanked its credibility and alienated its loyal following.
You're telling me that we won the Illinois State Lottery, $108 million. Is that what you're telling me?
The Connor family were relatable because of their working-class struggles. Seeing them win the lottery changed everything the show was about. The storylines became more and more experimental, if not downright nonsensical. In its original series finale, Rosanne herself reveals that the whole show is actually a fictionalized version of her life, and they never won the lottery at all.
When you're a blue-collar woman and your husband dies, it takes away your whole sense of security. So, I began writing about having all the money in the world.
The revelation doesn't make the season any less of a bummer. Everything that happened post-lottery was erased when the show was revived in 2018.
What happened?
I thought you were dead.
I'm sleeping. Why does everybody else think I'm dead?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Cousin Oliver, The Brady Bunch. The 6 Brady kids couldn't help growing up, but the show's appeal lay in its young audience. Cousin Oliver was the solution.
Oh, Mike, I think Oliver's going to be very happy here.
Well, the kids are giving him a warm welcome.
Anyone who knows anything about the Brady Bunch knows how that decision turned out. In season 5, the Bradys are saddled with Carol's nephew Oliver while his parents are away. The bespectacled blonde boy can't help but be a disaster on 2 legs, causing chaos wherever he goes. He was also a massive flop with the audience.
I like Oliver, but he's a cheeks. Sure looks like that. Wish he could have stayed with some other relatives.
Yeah, but I guess there's nothing we can do about it. We're stuck with him.
The Brady Bunch was put out of its misery just a few episodes later. Although Cousin Oliver is often blamed for killing the show, it was the show's declining ratings that made him necessary in the first place. Still, he certainly didn't help.
Yeah, but when you get to be as big as I am, you understand those kind of things.
We figured you would.
What's a plot twist that made you realise a show was on the way out? Let us know in the comments.
Weird? What? What's weird? The only thing weird would be if someone didn't like Mexican food because I'm making fajitas!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.